Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kid Lee, and it's time to take a look at Cities Skylines. This is a new game that's just been released on Steam. This game was developed by Colossal Order and published by Paradox Interactive. This is indeed a city builder. Now, most people consider SimCity 4 to be sort of the granddaddy of all the city builders. And then SimCity 5 came out, and it was, well, a disaster. So along comes Cities Skylines, and I've got to say, I think this definitely is a contender for a top 2 or 3 city builder. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to check out the basics. We'll launch into a new map. I'll show you guys everything, and then we'll switch over to a different town that I've played for about 2 hours or so. This is a game that definitely takes a long time to really get going, so it's really difficult to show the whole progress in a video like this, but this will be a good start nonetheless. So we'll go ahead and click on New Game, and we have a selection of locations to choose from. And down below here we also have sort of resource bars. It tells you what resources are in the general area. It also gives you a water bar, and then it also gives you some locations. Like, for instance, Two Rivers has highway connections, train connections. There are no ship connections, but there are plane connections. So we'll go to, let's go to River Run here just for the fun of it here. We'll go ahead and start our new game here. It will load itself in. And we'll check out all the details. Alright, let's close this down here. First thing we're going to talk about is map size. And that's something that is very important for these city builder games, because that was something that was a big issue in SimCity 5. Now, just looking at this, you can clearly see the square. And you might say, well, wait a minute, that square doesn't look much bigger than SimCity 5. It actually is, but even if it wasn't, don't worry, because if I zoom all the way out here, this is simply your starting location. As the game goes along, you're able to unlock the rest of this map. So basically, it will allow you to place more squares. So again, here's your starting square. You can place one here, 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 and one here. So that is a total, if we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a massive area. You will be able to build very large towns. So you can see that the interstate system is along your main location here, and something I'll show you a little bit later. And again, this is sort of one of the really big outcries from SimCity 5 was you were not able to add additional locations along the interstate, and I think I'll be able to prove to you here a little bit later that we do indeed have a fix for that. So as far as options in this game literally has a million options. This game is very much what SimCity 5 should have been. But it's got all of your standard options that you would want in any city builder, from the million different road types to, you know, water and sewage, garbage, healthcare, police department, education. You know, you're managing all of these little individual things. And over on the upper left here, this is your info screen, and right now it's all locked out because we haven't done anything. And then down at the bottom, just showing you more of the interface. I'm actually going to pause this here to make sure we're not losing any money. But this down here in the lower left is your play, to pause and play the game, and then you can go for your different speeds. Where it says Lakewood, this is the name of our town, and we can change that once we get the opportunity to do so. You've got the 3 bars here, and this is basically your IRC, as it's known in most games. The different colored bars is your demand for residential, commercial, and industry. And here we have got our bank balance. Here is our population numbers. And then this, basically this bar down here at the bottom is our selector for road, water, and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and actually start building so some of this stuff will actually pop up and we can actually get into it a little bit more. The one other thing I will point out real quick here is at the very top of the screen you see a little bird. This is basically the Twitter for your town. You're actually going to be getting tweets from like your citizens, and it sort of gives you just a general idea of how things are going. Okay, so let's get building here. So we've got our 2 roads here connecting to the interstate. We have an in and an out. So let's go ahead and just start building some basic roads. And you basically just have to slowly unlock everything over time. Here at the start, you don't have too many options. And some people might not like that. So far, I really haven't seen an issue with it. The different items seem to unlock fairly quickly. Now, when it comes to building roads, I'm actually going to back off here for a second. You do have multiple variations of things that you can do. You know, here you can click and you can just do straight roads if you want. Or you've got the option for curved roads. And you can do all kinds of crazy things with that. You've got the option for freeform. So you can basically come in here and just go to town and do whatever you want. And you can see it's got actually some really nice guidelines that it's pointing out for you. Now, I accidentally did that, and I didn't want to do that, so let's demo that road. So let's go back to straight roads, just for our demonstration here. Get out of demolition mode. And we're going to start drawing some straight lines. Now, you'll notice some blue sort of boxes go on the left and the right side of the roads. This is where your buildings are going to go. So, for now, let's go ahead and just build one nice stretch of road here. So, that is our in road, and you see that we've actually unlocked the 2-lane one-way now. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and use that, and I'm actually going to override the other one here in just a second. But let's go ahead and line this up, and we're going to use a one-way road out of town, just like that. Nope. Let's unclick that, and then you can actually see there'll be little markers on the roads. You see the little double arrows there. That's the indicator of what direction the road is going, if it is indeed a one-way. Now, this other road, I want to go ahead and I want to switch this over to a one-way as well. So a one-way incoming and a one-way outgoing, and then we'll be able to put in our normal streets here in just a minute. So, the game's actually got a pretty nice utility override system. So all I have to do is click on the new 2-lane one-way that I've got, and I click on this button here, which is Upgrade Road, and all I have to do is click on it, and normally it would work. And I actually think it's probably not working because it wants me to actually draw it, and that's sort of how the one-ways work, is whichever way you draw it determines which way the one-way is going to go. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and just delete it, start over. That's totally fine. Now we can actually draw it, whoa, I did not want to do that. So we gotta go back to normal here. Let's draw our one-way. Right about there. Perfect. So now we've got our 2 little roads. And something else I'll show here real quick, and again, this is going to be sort of for the hardcore city building enthusiast. And this, again, was an issue in SimCity 5. They're like, you know, we want bridges, and we want elevation, and all this stuff. Well, let's take a look at this here real quick. I'm going to draw this road right here, and I'm just going to hold it, right? And I can actually go page up and page down, and you can see how the elevation is changing on these roads. And so that's basically how you do it in this game. And you can see you can make it bigger and smaller and all that fun stuff. So the elevation is real. It's not an issue in this. And there's all kinds of crazy other things I've actually got. Here's actually a small roundabout. And again, watch how we can... I was going to say, I don't know if I can actually demonstrate a raising and lowering on that. Apparently I can't, so never mind. But we've already got the 6-lane roads and all of that activated here. You can actually see... Actually, this is maybe a better way of demonstrating it. So here's your flat road, and you can actually see the pillar coming out of the ground. So it's like we're building bridges and higher level interstates and all kinds of cool stuff. So very nice road setup. Very nice indeed. Alright, so let's get back to our town here. So we want just some regular old 2 lanes coming out of our one-ways. So let's just go right... Oh, it's actually elevated. Gotta bring it down. Let's do one right, like... Let's see. Right about there. And then we're going to connect it over. And then we'll go over yonder this way. Am I in curved road mode? No, I'm not. Okay. Alright, so let's make a nice little sort of box here. We're going to connect this down. Where did I stop at? Was it right there? We'll try right there. Alright, then we'll go ahead and we're going to bring this over. So we're going to connect it there. Connect it there. And then we're going to bring it over right there and bring it on up right there. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for our little demonstration. And you can see it already made sort of the intersections down here, so that's pretty cool. Now we need some more that go across. Should we do 1 or should we just do 2? Let's do 2. So we'll do 1 across this way. Connect, connect, connect. And we'll do 1 more down here. I'm getting a few tutorial pop-ups. I should have disabled that, but whatever, you know. Alright, and then let's do 1 lane this way. Connect, connect, connect. And then we'll go dead center over here. Connect, connect, connect. Alright, we are sitting pretty, I think. So, now we need to start working on zoning, power, plumbing, water, all that fun stuff. So, let's go ahead and actually work up our power first. So, by default here, we've got the good old-fashioned wind turbine, and we've got the coal power plant. So, wind turbine, we might need to deal with some wind. So, let's actually go to our wind indicator here. Let's take a look at the map. So, it looks like the northern side of our box is actually going to be where the best wind is. So, that is good to know at the moment. So, let's go ahead and place some turbines. The orange circle is noise pollution. So, we're going to try and get it as far away from our citizens as possible. So, let's place one up here in the corner. That ought to be good. Now, you see there's sort of a blue shape that has appeared underneath the turbine, and that is basically the electrical output of that object. So, the next thing that we have to do is we actually have to run electrical lines from here to the town, which is not built yet. But we can at least start it. So, we'll basically just put it here, and we're just going to run our little green line across to right about there, and then we're actually going to drag it down to about right there. Alright, we'll exit out of there. So we've got our nice little section of lines, and you see this little indicator here. It's basically saying, there's no power going on here, so I don't know what your problem is. So that's all fine and dandy. Next, water tower. Well, you have multiple water options, again, as you can imagine, from water pumping stations and the drainage pipes are for sewage, but we're just going to go with a basic water tower for now. It's a good place to start. So we're going to place a water tower up on the corner here, letting everybody know, hey, we have a city here. And again, it's like, there's no connection. Error, error. Alright, next up, let's draw pipes. That'll be the next thing we do. So, to try and make this as even as possible, we're just going to drag a big pipeline all the way across town. And we're basically just going to fill up the map. Gotta go over. Actually, we'll just draw one from here. So, right there. Actually, let's do it this way. Let me drag over. We'll do it like that. That's pretty efficient, I think. And then as I go down the map, I can just keep extending the lines. I think that will work quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. Alright, we'll roll over. There's an auto connection feature on everything that you do when you're drawing roads and pipes or whatever. And you have to actually use your left and your right mouse to navigate that. So if I hit left, it drops it, but it's still connected. So I have to right to unconnect it. It's kind of a neat feature if you want to, you know, continuously build something. Okay, I think we are set there. So water's good, electricity is good. So I think that's going to be a fairly solid start. So let us go with our zoning then. We bring up the zoning. And they actually have 4 ways to zone, which is pretty cool. The paint bucket is fill, and I can basically fill entire sections at a single time. Or I can switch it over to marquee, and it's basically, I can do it individual squares at a time. Or there's 2 brushes. There's a small brush and a large brush. And what you can do with this is you can actually sit here and paint in these squares. So it allows you for some really good customization on your zoning to make sure you basically zone these exactly the way you want to zone them. So it's pretty nice. So you don't run into any issues. So we'll start out small here. So let's go that one. This one. We'll do just 2. And then let's switch over to some low industrial commercial zone. And we're not going to do too much here. Let's just do a little bit right there. And a little bit right there. Let me actually switch over to my smaller brush and fill in just what I want. Okay. So I think it's now time to go ahead and hit play. And we're going to let stuff start to happen. And one of my, apparently, future citizens, Dexter Reed, well, he's commenting basically about how he likes my, my turbine. He's like, yay, green energy, free, oh, yeah, cool stuff. Hooray, the water pumping station has been constructed. Fresh water, and okay, now you can see the homes are starting to fill in. So we're just going to let this go here for a little bit, and then in the meantime, we need to deal with the sewage situation. So we got a nice river here, and the river system in this game is actually pretty cool. Oh, I can connect I'm not going to connect that. It's dead end. At least not yet. Maybe later. Maybe I'll run a road just across the river. But anyway, I was saying that the river mechanics in this game is actually really, really cool. You actually have like a proper river flow, and you can actually dam up the water to get electricity with a dam, and you can do some really cool stuff with that. But for our sewage situation, we are going to run a drainage pipe, and you want to make sure you don't do it upstream, otherwise you can be drinking polluted water. So we're going to put it right down here the best that I can. So right there. And then what I need to do is I actually need to run some pipe down here. So we'll just connect this one all the way down to you. And we should be connected there. Very nice. And then it's complaining that it has no electricity. Well, that is solved easily enough. Let's go back to regular view here for just a second. What I'm going to do is let's run some more power lines. Run them across the road. Alright, hold right there. Where should I run this? Because I've got to get it down into that blue zone. Let's actually run it all the way over. Wait, what's the problem here? Why is this acting goofy? Oh, I run myself out of money. That's what happened. Well, that tends to happen in these games, doesn't it? I probably built too much stuff early on. That's what the problem was. Let's actually pause this here for a second. You got to be really careful. Yeah, in my attempt to demonstrate stuff to you guys, I overbuilt. Yeah, you want to start with like one lane, basically a cross, just one lane by one lane, and start from there. So I totally overdid it. But luckily, what we can do is we can actually deconstruct some of these roads and get, I believe we can get some of our money back. So let's see here. We're gonna reactivate the play here. Now, let's get out of this view here. At least I thought deconstructing roads gave you your money back. Maybe it doesn't. That's okay, though. We've got 161 people living in this town with no electricity. That's fantastic. But I think you guys get the idea of sort of the basics of this game. So let's actually go ahead and switch over to my advanced game. So let's go ahead and load up New Avalon here. And we'll see a town that's doing pretty good. So I've got over 1,000 citizens. I'm making 1,000 a day. And I've got 23,000 in the bank. So let's take a look at what I did here. And again, you can kind of already tell this is almost smaller than what I just attempted. But what I've got going here is, again, I've got the full one lane, the one way going south, the one way going north, and then just a smattering of houses and businesses. If we actually switch over to the zoning, you can see where the green is, and I've got a lot of blue here, and I've sprinkled in a few little businesses along the way. And then I've got this road that comes over here. This is basically an industrial park. You can tell by the ground that they've just completely destroyed. And I've actually got 5 turbines up. And then here is a landfill site, and then I've got actually a dirt road that goes way out to my my water drainage pipe. So let's actually go to the area screen. So this is what I was talking about before. So at 1,000 citizens, I can now unlock a new area for my town. So this is what I was talking about, how you can add all of these different locations. So again, in my center here is my town, and so it's like, which one do you want to unlock? Do you want to go to the north, the south, the east, or the west? So let's actually go ahead and go to the north. So I want to unlock this area. A new tile. Do I want to purchase it for 5,000? Sure, that's fine. So let's actually zoom back in here, and you'll see my border was right here along the interstate. You see that border is now gone. So let's experiment here. This is something that I haven't tested yet, but I'm pretty sure it works. If it doesn't, then I'll be surprised. And this goes back to being able to add more inputs and outputs to the interstate. Can we do so? Look at that right there. It's blue. Yes, we can. So again, that was a big problem in SimCity 5. You only had the one in and out for your interstate, and it was just causing major traffic issues. So yep, we can add to the interstate all we want. We can drag off it here, create an offshoot if we want, or an off-ramp. We should be able to... I'm just curious what this roundabout would do. Can I connect this roundabout in any way? Or can I spin this? Oh, there's a connection. So you just have to play with... Okay, there we go. So it is possible. Alright, another feature I will go ahead and show you guys here real quick is there's a neat little districts feature. So again, if you played a game like this before, you know how you can get in here. Let's see, which screen is it? It's one of these screens. Not that one. There's like so many informational screens. Which one is it? And actually, I'll be able to show you guys some more of these information screens. I was looking for the money screen. Where is it? Oh, it's the budget one. Okay, here it is. Yeah. So, yeah, loans, budget, and taxes. So how you can, like, raise and lower the taxes for, you know, commercial or residential or whatever. What this game actually allows you to do is to set up districts. So I'm actually going to close that deal here. And you see that there's actually, like, multiple variations. Here's, like, a plant district, an erase, a forest, a farming, or just generic industry. So let's see here. Plant district. That sounds like a good idea. So I'll grab this. So we're going to say this is my plant district. And I can actually just draw wherever I want in this area. And right there. And you can see that it named it. Garnet Heights. So what I should be able to do now... Let's see if I can figure out exactly where this is. Somewhere in here, it allows you to set individual... Okay, here it is. Okay, so all I have to do is click on the name. So you can actually set up individual policies for your districts. So that's pretty cool. So if you have an area that you want it to be like a high wealth district, or you know, you want to, like this industrial area, you know, I want to limit their water usage, their power usage, or a million other things that I don't even have unlocked yet, you can do that. So it's actually really, really cool that you can do that. Can I rename the district? I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I can. So yeah, there you go. That's cool stuff. So we'll briefly just take a look at some of the other things here. Electricity. So here's like the electrical grid, and I'm actually in the yellow. I need to place down. Robert Thompson says, "What? Why isn't there a local government doing anything to stop the fires?" Yes, I need to do that. I apologize. Where is my... I just unlocked that too. It's gonna cost $12,000 to put down the fire station, and it's... Oh, there's actually buildings on fire now. $560 a week. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm not gonna have a choice. I'm gonna have to do it. So, where is the best place to put this fire station? That's the question. And now there's like crime breaking out all over the place too. Lovely. I want to make sure that I'm probably going to have to destroy some houses, because I want this to be like in as good of a location as possible. Maybe actually up here on the corner. Like over here. Maybe this is a good spot, because then from here they can go whatever direction they want to go. Or need to go. So yeah, right here. So sorry houses, you're going to have to go. Boom. So, yeah, I know I need a police station. That place burned down. Sorry. The firemen were on vacation. It's not my fault. What's going on here? Crime rate is high. What do I need for a police department? Another 12,000. Well, I can do that. And then it's $480 a week. I'm actually losing citizens. Oh, crap. Okay, hold on. Police station's going down. I promise. Right now. We will fix this. We're going to put the police station next to the school. Right there. So, I hope you guys are happy. We're going to take care of this. I can't afford to lose any more people. It would be disastrous. I'm losing a rate at 31 right now. 39. Ouch. Ooh, this might hurt. Come on, police. Whoa, we got power issues? Okay, timeout. Timeout. What's the problem here? Oh, yeah, we are redlining, aren't we? Issue is I don't think I have enough money to actually put down another turbine. Nope, I'm just short. Well, that is a little bit of a problem. Well, you guys are just going to have to deal with it for a little bit here while we try and stabilize the situation. If the police can just take care of these issues, then we'll be okay. Because that seems to be like the main problem right now is crime. So, what are you police guys doing about it? All of the 10 of 10 cars are being used. Okay, we're going to see. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. The citizens are starting to go back up. We're at a +4, +12. Okay, I think we dodged a bullet there. That was a close one. Yeah, they our tweets are okay, so basically just need to sit here and stabilize. Power to the people. How hard is it to build a working power grid? I'm working on it. I swear I'm working on it. How much did I need for another turbine? 6,000. We're at 361 a turn. And we're gaining citizens back by the minute. So I will get you a turbine. We're only a couple of megawatts off. Like 3 megawatts is all. I think you guys can handle that, kind of, can't you? Even though it seems like there's more lightning bolts popping up. They're kind of coming and going, I guess. It's intermittent power issues. What's the maintenance on one of those, though? That's the question. Because I might be getting to the point where I have to just switch over to a coal. Because the maintenance on this is 560. These are 80, but I've got 5 up. So, not quite. It's close, but not quite. Actually, the thing to do is, since I've got Garnet Heights here, you guys need to lower your power usage. You jerks. You industrial guys need to be more efficient. So what did that do for our power problems? Anything? Nothing yet. Okay, well, while that's trying to work itself out, let's briefly take a look at some of the other things we can take a look at. So I mentioned noise pollution earlier, so here is the noise pollution grid. Wow, this area is a disaster. I don't want to live over there. But you got other things like, you know, here's the wind indicator. We briefly looked at that a little earlier. You've got a health indicator. Everybody's pretty good. Average health is 75%. Now we've got stuff like fire safety. So some issues going on here yet, especially over here in the red zone. Now we got that city or citizen happiness meter, pretty decent there. The education meter, 27% educated. We've only got the elementary school down, so a lot of work there yet. Pollution. Pretty good. Mostly. The water, even the water's not doing too bad. We got the crime bar, which I actually have not looked at this yet until just now. Got some major power issues over here. Well, I can't help you guys, so suck it up. Outside connections. This is kind of an interesting screen. This kind of gives you your information on your import-exports. So right now we are importing 175, whatever, it doesn't really say, just 175 units, we'll call it. And then it gives you the breakdown on exactly what it is. So mostly agriculture, but some oil, some ore, some regular goods. And right now our export is all goods. We're sending it away. And again, you can actually see the colored traffic, which is kind of cool. You can see all the little purple trucks that I have. Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful sunrise, says Travis Wilson. And then you got the tourism, and right now I've got 0 tourism. And then we've got the natural resources map. Let's take a look at this, zoom way out. So we've actually got, once I open up this area to the, I think it's the west, lots of nice ground for farming over here. So I might make a little offshoot. This is going to be maybe a little farming community over here. Go low taxes on them, right? That's what you got to do. Then I don't have any... What's this here? Let me bring it back up here. I think this is forest. You can just barely see like a greenish color. Unfortunately, I don't have any ore. I guess there's some ore down here at the bottom. It's actually an airplane. Somewhere. I just see like the shadow of the airplane. Oh, there it is. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Transport can't do. Districts. Well, I got one district right there. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little game. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's just too bad that SimCity 5 was the disaster it was, because everybody was really hoping that that was going to be the blockbuster. So, about a year later, we get this game, and it looks like this game is going to be the blockbuster. Millions of options, and as far as we know, I haven't heard anybody complaining about it, but as far as we know, all of the AI and everything works correctly in this game, so hoping for the best. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that is Cities Skylines. I might do another video or two on this, we will have to see. But if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you so much for watching, and with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.